All right, Disney is going to be, well, they're doing a deal this morning for about $4 billion. Julia Borston joins us now with Disney CEO Bob Iger. A lot of questions, and Julia, take it away.
Bob, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Good morning.
Good morning. So tell us this deal. It's 5,000 characters, $4 billion. Why is it in Disney's best interest to acquire Marvel Entertainment?
Well, first of all, this is a very, very attractive company for many reasons. One, it's intellectual property, over 5,000 characters, rich heritage of characters and stories, a great team of talented people, both on the creative and the business side, extremely well-run company. And as you know, we've been focused on basically creating great content or buying great content and then using technology to distribute it as broadly as possible and to be as innovative as possible and to also use it to enable us to enter markets all around the world. So it is very, very consistent with our strategic focus. It's a company that we have followed for a while and admire a lot, both for its content and for its people, and we're really excited about this.
Now, Disney obviously has a focus on family-friendly entertainment content that the whole family can enjoy, and also on creating content then to distribute across all its platforms. Obviously, the High School Musical example comes to mind. What is your plan for using Marvel's content across all Disney's platforms? What is your strategy for using this content and these characters?
Well, we believe in the value of the Marvel brand, and we intend fully to not only use the Marvel brand, but to use our distribution and our marketing platforms globally to help grow that brand. We think there are a number of opportunities for Marvel stories and Marvel characters to actually exist on Disney platforms, but we also believe that there's ample room to put a spotlight on that Marvel brand. So the intention is not to rebrand Marvel Disney. In fact, the opposite, to really emphasize the Marvel brand and to use Marvel where we can on Disney platforms and in Disney places to grow both businesses.
Now, what does this mean for the theme parks? Obviously, you bring your characters in different parts of the company throughout the theme parks around the world. How are you going to be using Marvel in the theme parks?
Well, Marvel characters have already proven to be strong in terms of theme park attraction. And we believe that there are a lot of opportunities around the world, not in every one of our parks, because there are some existing agreements that we obviously have to honor, but in a number of places for us to use the Marvel characters to basically help us grow our theme park business and to better entertain people.
Mr. Iger, it's Aaron Burnett. I just have three quick questions. One from someone who's the father of boys, and they say perhaps this is Disney's effort to go after boys. You've got the girls market cornered. Is that one way to look at this, that you're trying to bring boys into the Disney family?
Well, we obviously have a lot of boys that are interested in Disney product, from Cars to Toy Story to Pirates, for instance.
Some into princesses, why not, right?
Yes, the princess and fairies, which tend to skew a little bit more to girls than to boys. This is a great fit for us because we'd love to attract more boys, and we think clearly that Marvel's skew is more in the boys' direction, although there's a universal appeal, we think, to a lot of their characters and a lot of their stories. Just look at the Spider-Man and the Iron Man films, which are pretty recent examples of Marvel product that was universal in appeal, that spans gender and age and geographic territory. So this is a great fit, but we obviously know that Disney has a lot of products that are more girl-skewed than boy, and we like the opportunity to go after boys more aggressively.
All right, so then my second question, and these are the numbers.
By the way, my boys like that too.
Yeah, right. I figured they would. These numbers just coming in from Standard & Poor's, they're saying this is your fourth biggest deal ever, your biggest since January of 2006 when you bought Pixar for nearly $8 billion. So this is a big deal for Disney. Does this mean you're going to do this and go away for a while, or is this the beginning of a new strategy for you?
This was a really unique opportunity, a property that not only was attractive, but a management team that we really are glad to welcome to Disney. And we take it a step at a time. Again, we work opportunistically, obviously. We've got a very strong balance sheet. This shouldn't in any way signal that there's going to be a wave of acquisition of the company. We look at everything on its own and to see whether it not only makes sense from a shareholder value perspective, but from a strategic perspective. And this was a perfect opportunity, the right product, the right people at the right time.
And Bob, this question, I know you're probably going to scoff at, but I do want to ask it. February of 2004, I remember the morning when it became the top story. Comcast bid for Disney for $54 billion. Obviously didn't go through. Your market cap today is about $49 billion, or it was on Friday. Comcast is out there now. They can get bigger in cable. They've won a big court victory. No doubt they'd be interested in you. You'll probably laugh at it, but I just want to ask anyway. What about that deal?
Well, what happened in 2004 was a long time ago, and circumstances have changed significantly. I think for us, I can't speak for Comcast. It's not something that I could really react to, other than that was a long time ago, and I have no idea what Comcast is interested in or is up to these days, other than the fact that they're a really good partner on the distribution side for us.
It's not clear to me, sir, what more you can do with Marvel that Marvel hasn't already done. I mean, they've got comic books, they've got comic strips, they've done movies, as you know, they've done merchandising. What more can you do?
Well, again, we've said a few times this morning that Marvel has done a great job of growing itself, but when you look at Disney and its global reach, whether it's in television and film distribution, on the licensing side, on the retail side, online, in video games, theme parks, we clearly provide them with a platform, both on the distribution front and on the marketing front, that they've had access to, but only through third parties. And as we discovered with Pixar, when you bring a company like Pixar or a company like Marvel into Disney and you're working as one company instead of as two, not only do you eliminate a lot of the friction that is normal in the existence of companies that are not part of the same entity, but you have everybody essentially working to achieve one goal, and that's to grow value. And that's what we see happening here. There's obviously a reach that Disney has, both from a brand perspective, from a technology perspective, you name it, that Marvel could only achieve by dealing with third parties. And now we're going to be together, and we believe that that not only justifies the price, but will grow both companies significantly over time. Very exciting for us.
Now, you mentioned the price. Now, you're paying about $50 per share, and the Marvel last traded at $38.65. Is that, I mean, the stock has regained so much ground over the past year. The stock is way up over the past 2 years. Do you think that, I mean, is this a good time to buy the company? Is it definitely on the upswing? What's your perspective in terms of the pricing and the timing of the acquisition?
Well, we obviously thought it was a good time. We're paying roughly a 29% premium. The deal calls for about 40% in stock and 60% in cash. As we looked at Marvel, we saw a company that had significant growth potential on its own. And so as we looked ahead, we thought the possibility of Marvel increasing value certainly was there, and therefore this was, in effect, a right time for us in that regard. But as we also looked ahead, we saw that together we thought we could actually make that growth even more compelling. And the Marvel management team, led by Ike Perlmutter, obviously reached the same conclusion. This is no question a good price for them, but a good time for us and the right price for us as well.
And just one last question. I know that Marvel has a lot of deals with other studios like Spider-Man with Sony. What is included in this deal and what is not included?
Well, first of all, there's a treasure trove of characters and stories, over 5,000 characters, and so many opportunities to mine not only characters that are known, but characters that are not well known, as Marvel proved when they made Iron Man last year. A very, very successful film, enormously successful, and the beginnings of a great franchise. Marvel has entered into a number of deals in the last number of years that they view and we view as very attractive deals with third parties and film and video games, to name a few. Those are deals that will largely stay in place, that will continue to create value for the company, significant amount of revenue delivered to Marvel and subsequently to Disney from those deals. But this puts us in an enviable position, and what I mean by that is as those deals near expiration, we have an opportunity to weigh whether it makes sense for us to either extend deals with third parties under licensing circumstances, enabling them to invest their capital but to throw off licensing revenue to us, or whether to vertically integrate, whether to both produce and to distribute this product on our own. And we'll make those decisions as they come up. But there's no question that there are deals in place already. They, by the way, were fully factored into our evaluation of Marvel when we decided to make this deal. We're obviously well aware and spent a fair amount of time focusing on those deals of exactly what they provide us in terms of opportunity and what they'll provide us in terms of revenue. And we feel that they're fully factored into the equation, and we have all kinds of great opportunities even with those deals in place.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us, Bob Iger, CEO of Disney.